So
This is 6 months for you, right?
8.5.
8.5. Oh,
Yeah.
you came late.
Well, I was on the road.
You were on tour, huh?
I got out of here. I had the procedures done. Took 3 months. Laid low like you told us to do. And then because I knew it was coming, and then I had to jump right into the tour, and we did 40 shows without a flare-up. I mean, it's it's a rock show, slamming 2.5 hours, it's bashing as hard as you can. Taking it a little easy. I wouldn't lay into the kick drum as much as I normally would, just because I was just afraid, guarded, and things are still tight down there. So I just want to, make sure I can get through this whole tour. But I didn't even have a flare-up. I had a couple little incidents where I felt that scary pain when I was walking, not playing, but I was just walking around. I was like, oh, that's that scary pain. Don't fuck with it, man. Take it easy. And then I'd get out, I'd go do a show and I'd be fine and, stretch and do all the sort of rehab stuff that I could in between shows. And then when I finished the tour, I came home, and I've been home now 2 months, and I was able to get right back into the gym without any problems, and basically do everything and really hit all the core stuff in a proper way. And now these last 2 months, it's like, it really feels like a lot of improvement has taken place.
That's awesome.
That first 6 months, maybe not so much, probably because I've beaten the hell out of it every night. But now I can really notice an improvement. The only thing I notice now that's odd is I can actually move that area, which maybe that's a good thing. Maybe it's because it's so wore out and there's, maybe the disc isn't there, but I can actually move it without, not so guarded where it's so tense that because I can move it and the stuff's just kind of loose. I'm thinking, I don't know. I guess we'll find out tomorrow when I do the MRIs. But,
right. It'll be interesting to see what the MRIs show. Sometimes the important part is how you feel, right? Sometimes, MRI can show, like my 3-month MRI showed some results, not a ton, but I had no pain at all, and that loosening for me was definitely part of it. Like I will remember there was a day when my low back was so loose that it kind of like cracked on its own, and it like scared me because it was so locked up. It just would not move for like 10 years. And, and I just reached over to grab something and I felt like pop, pop, but not like a painful, like, you know how like sometimes you just turn and your back cracks, you know what I mean? I'm like, oh, wait, am I going to be paralyzed here? What's going on? Checking everything like slightly, but not, like, everything okay?
I had the exact same thing happen to me like 2 weeks ago. I was playing and I just casually, because normally I'd be just like, when I'm on the kit and I have to get something from it, because I have a studio, so I'm on the kit, and then I move over here to work on my computer. Did the same thing. I twisted around and I felt my back go. I was like, holy shit! It's fine. It seems fine. I don't feel that scary pain,
And you did like these micro movements to check it.
Yeah, it's like it's all still working.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy that happened. And the interesting thing is, so I notice when I'm on my back, I can actually flex my lumbar and feel all the vertebrae move, but it's not painful. It's not like when I do that before, it'd be like this crazy, just insane pain, just gnarly, like a hot knife, stabbing your freaking spine, right? Like that pain. But now I have that, but it's like, doesn't freak me out, because it's like, I think it's healing, man. I think it's just, I don't have any muscles or they're loose, but the discs and stuff and the nerve is not being affected.
Yeah, I think it's it's important. I don't know if you're doing this, but to go to the physical therapist and have them see which muscles are firing and which ones need to, because that made a big difference for me. First couple months of doing the physical therapy and doing it like religiously, I just was like, oh, my back is getting stronger. It's getting back to where it used to be, and like, so I still do. I did some back physical therapy today. I just made it a part of, and I'm 3.5 years out. Not a single nerve pain in my low back since then. And I've done some dumb shit, and, but I'm 55, so I'm like, I got to stay on, keeping my back, my core strong.